Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Larry Steinbacher, and you are watching Listen to Larry Talking Real Estate. Last week, I talked a little bit about my background and my education, the fact that I have an undergraduate degree in accounting and an MBA. After that, I worked my way up through 3 different Fortune 500 companies, up through the financial ranks, until I finally decided that I wanted to become an entrepreneur. In particular, I wanted to get into sales and, again in particular, into real estate, where I could help individuals with one of the largest financial decisions of their lifetime. It was a major change from a financial background into a sales background, but I made the big transition, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about my career in real estate and what that transition really looked like. So in 2005, I decided to get into real estate. I was finally free. No more 8 to 5 job, no more corporation to go into, no one looking over my shoulder. The harder I worked, the more money I would make. So I'll let you know what my first year looked like in 2005. And that is, I sold 2 homes. Yes, my first year I sold 2 homes, and one was to myself, believe it or not. I'll tell you what my daily schedule looked like, since I had the freedom now to work as hard as I want to and to do whatever I wanted to do in order to become successful. So my daily schedule literally looked like I would get up in the morning and eat breakfast. Then I would read the newspaper. Sure enough, it was almost lunchtime, so I would get lunch. And then the mailman would come around. I'd go and read the mail. And before you knew it, it was 3 p.m., and I would be plopped on the couch, eating my bonbons, watching Judge Judy. Yes, that was the beginning of my real estate career. It took a little while. I stumbled my way through, but I persevered because in the back of my mind, I always want to be the best that I can at whatever I do. So I continued on. By year 3, I actually got into a specific niche, doing relocation clients, helping buyers and sellers that were relocating to the area, helping them buy and sell homes. And it really was a niche that paid off well for me. As a matter of fact, I did over $6.3 million in sales in my 3rd year in real estate. For those of you that may be unfamiliar with dollars and cents in real estate, that is pretty much triple what an average agent in our area makes and does as far as business goes. It was quite a year. But then 2008 rolled around, and we all know what happened in 2008. Not only did the economy tank, but so did the housing industry, and so did my business. In relocation, it was more of a reactive environment rather than proactive. Business was handed to me. I wasn't working for it. So again, I started back at the block 0, starting my business and trying to figure out how to actually be successful in real estate. Years 4 and 5, I just stumbled my way through. Finally, in year 6, I made a transition to a different brokerage because, of course, my lack of productivity had to be the brokerage's fault and not my own. And I do say that facetiously. I did change brokerages, and I changed my entire opinion and attitude. Enough is enough. Yes, I want to be the best that I can be at what I'm doing. I started going to masterminds. I started listening to national trainers out there to see what they suggested that I do in order to become successful. I kept hearing about lead generation, script training, systems, educate myself as far as real estate goes, a number of different things that I needed to do and put in place in order to become successful. So I started that. My daily schedule actually did change, where I was lead generating from 9 to noon every single day. Afternoons and evenings, I would be either getting ready to go to clients or I'd be at clients. Now, when I say the lead generation was intense, I mean it was intense. I literally had a chess clock in my office. So if somebody came back and interrupted me for any reason, the clock was set at 3 hours. They come back and they interrupt me, the clock went off. They left the office, it went back on. If I went to the restroom, on and off. If I went to get a cup of coffee, on and off. if I listened or looked at Facebook and or I opened my emails on and off, you get it. I was spending 3 hours specifically for lead generation every single day, Monday through Friday. At the end of the week, if I didn't have my 15 hours in, I'd be in on Saturdays to make up for it, compensate for that specific amount of time. This process worked out really well for me. And literally by 2013, my business was really blowing up. As a matter of fact, it became a little bit chaotic how busy I was. I was working 60 hours a week. I was making more money and selling more homes and helping more clients than I had ever envisioned. At that point in time, my son, Jamie, decided to join me in the real estate career. He is now a broker, owner, a co-owner along with me in my office. And we at that point in time also brought on a transaction coordinator in order to help us out as well with all the business that we were doing. 2013 was just a blow up year for me. It also, believe it or not, was the year that I married my beautiful wife, Cynthia, in August of 2013. Through all the chaos, we got married. It really shows you what love really means, for her to even put up with me and consider marrying me during those difficult times. And to speak of difficulty, 5 months after we got married in January of 2014, we had the most tragic occurrence happen in my life that has ever happened to me. While vacationing in Florida, I experienced the most pain that I've ever had in my life and was rushed to the hospital, where I was diagnosed with cancer. We immediately flew home to be close to our family and friends. And 3 days later, as they were wheeling me into the operating room, I'll never forget all my family giving me a kiss. I wasn't sure if that was a kiss goodbye or not. I was in so much pain at that point in time that if it was my time to go, I was okay with it. My life has been great. The only concern I had at that point in time is that I felt really sorry for the people that I would be leaving behind, in particular the ones that I believe were counting on me. I'll never forget waking up hours later in the recovery room and just looking around thinking, oh my God, I am still here. I had lost over 20 pounds during this time period. A lot of people told me I looked like the Walking Dead. I'll never forget my wife Cindy taking me to church on Sunday mornings for several months thereafter, where I'd sit in the back, too weak to stand, and just thank God for allowing me to still be here. At that point in time, my priorities in life changed, where God always was, but specifically as number one in my life. Number two is my family, and everything else falls below that point as far as my specific priorities. Shortly thereafter, Cindy decided to join our office and join our team. We were still lacking as far as systems go, accountability and tracking for all of the leads that came into our office. So she became a vital part of our team. We now have our transition coordinator, our transaction coordinator, Cindy doing inside sales, Jamie and myself doing administrative duties as well as working with our clients. And the beginning of our team was growing at that point in time. I would tell you, over the last decade, I have recruited and trained many, many very good agents that remain with us in our office. We're at the point now where we have 18 agents on the team alone. And believe it or not, we have been ranked in the top 1% of realtors annually for the last decade by Real Trends, the company that ranks real estate agents across the entire country. I will tell you, my afternoon schedule has also changed a little bit, as well as my priorities. In afternoons now, I spend a lot of time, possibly, if I'm not out with clients, helping them with the largest financial decision of their lifetime. I am at the golf course. I am at the swimming pool. We're on vacation. Or most importantly, we are playing or we are with our kids and our grandkids. It has just been exceptional for me to still be around here, to be able to watch my grandkids grow up in front of my own eyes. It is now 9 years later, and I am a cancer survivor. I still continue, obviously, working with the clients to help them with the largest decision of their lifetime. And I'm also spending a lot of time recruiting fine agents, coaching, mentoring, and training them to become successful. And as you can tell, I love to share my story with them, and I'm helping them to write their own. If I can help any of you in any way, please feel free to reach out to me. Have a great day.